Hello, welcome. This is my Unsighted Any tutorial. I'm going to be doing this on controller. I'll have the controller inputs down below, which will be hopefully helpful. You can play this game on keyboard or controller. Some things might be a bit easier or harder than others. Apparently, it might be a bit harder to do telehooks on keyboard. I don't really know exact setups for them, so I'm going to mostly do this from controller's perspective. If you Monster, who's a top any percent runner, does run this game on keyboard. So if you want to look at like keyboard and mouse setups for telehooks and such, which we'll get to later, that works. But besides that, like keyboard's probably better because you can do the same setups, but you can also mouse menuing is generally gonna be faster for stuff like crafting. But ultimately, go down to what you're comfortable with. One thing right off the bat before you start running, make sure to turn meteor dust radar to off. Otherwise, you'll get a text pop up when you first get meteor dust in your run. Rest of the stuff on here, I'll have the personal preference. I play on a pretty low resolution because my computer sucks. For viewing, I'll put it up. I don't think the frame rate should get too bad, but just for consistency over runs. And if it gets too bad, yeah, right off the bat, let's start a new game. Right off the bat here, you can skip this. You can skip this syringe here. You can just leave. You don't lose that much time getting it. I think it's like maybe like a 5-second time save. I usually get it right now. Just like, I don't think I'm at the level where skipping it is worth it. And ideally you never have to use the syringe, but it's good insurance, and I don't like having to like die, reset runs to dumb stuff. Right here, you just like, running around. X to run. You can jump around, obviously. Jumping around is faster than running, but consumes more stamina. Right off the start here, you just want to like jump around here. And yeah, you get this elevator here. The code is always going to be 1995. Skip the cutscene here. The game is timed with RTA minus loads, so I do have IGT up in the top, but that's not really relevant. And yeah, right up here, you do want to talk to Iris here because she gives you the War Axe. Does do that if you do not have a sword, which you won't. Important thing to note, if you run out of stamina, if you double tap X, you'll refill stamina. So that's important. Yeah, equip War Axe. We use War Axe axes because they do more damage. Also, right off the start here, we're gonna be doing a bunch of things. You do need to do these. So first of all, we're gonna kill this spider. Basically, this is all for item routing because you can craft items in this game, and we need materials to craft them. These rocks give materials, so we're gonna break one of these rocks. We're gonna break this rock. We're also gonna kill this spider as well. You killed 4 total spiders in prologue. It dropped a metal scrap. That one's guaranteed. These boxes here. Well, first of all, we also want to break these rocks, and you want to make sure you grab that wire before you break this rock as well, because what item the rock drops doesn't update until you've gotten a new item, picked up a new item from a previous rock, which will be useful later. You want to break all the boxes you can, especially at the start here. Boxes have a 3 in 16 chance of dropping a metal scrap. Right now we're gonna get a tutorial like, oh hey, you have chips here. You want to equip the strength chip. Yeah, grab these boxes. Also, if you go through a room transition and the item hasn't gone into your inventory, you will not keep the item. That's important to know. I like to kill this spider. You don't need to jump attack them after you have the strength chip. You see that one dropped a engine oil. Next, we're gonna do a skip here. If there's a Iris text box that'll come up here. If there is an enemy on screen, that text box will not come up. So if you can keep an enemy on screen, that's valuable. But the way we get past here is when you fall off, you actually spawn in the air. If it die, it'd be very funny. I'm gonna kill this here. Text box isn't that gonna not die. But yeah, generally the easiest way to get on top of this sign is if you go down here. Usually you'll spawn up, and I think you hold up. Not quite up, right? This is something. This ride is still pretty new. Yeah, I spawned on it there. I'm just walking off. Yeah, so I'm out on top of it. It's kind of hard to tell if you're on top of it. Yeah, you want to just like fall off here, hold forward. Now you're on top of it. Now you can jump, go onto here. You can also throw boxes at the switch to do it if you want, but that's kind of slow. You can break these boxes, though you do kind of run the risk if the spider is not close enough to you. Iris might do the dialogue, and that loses time. Grabbing this here for extra health, safety. So in the old route, you would have a spin attack ship here, which would guarantee you one-shot the shadow creatures here. But since we don't have that, we have to build the combo meter up there. So what you can do is you can either miss a parry, or if you hit them, your combo meter will be high. Also, you can break these boxes here, but you can also do that during the fight. So I like to hit them. That's generally my preferred. I think it's a bit faster. So yeah, you hit them. Now your combo meter is higher, and you'll kill them. I like you want to break these boxes whenever you can. Got 2 metal scrap there. That's nice. Got a second one. You don't need to hit this one, but keeps your combo meter higher. I think if your combo meter is higher, you get more metal bolts. I'm not entirely sure about that. Because we got like 60 there, and then you get the additional 1060. Yeah, that's yeah. Break these boxes here if you want. We need 6 metal scrap by the end of this area, so I just like to break them where I can. You can instantly press Y to skip that intro cutscene. You can actually jump around, like before that dialogue box about disabling timers comes up, and avoid it. But you can't avoid it forever, unless I guess you jumped around for the entire time you're in this town. But that's not feasible. So, yeah. We're going to the shop here. Break these. And we're going to buy 2 electric coils, 1 sprocket, and 7 iron ingots. And if you have enough money left over, you can buy a metal scrap. That's important. This extra sprocket's important. Basically, the reason we buy the items we buy here is to manipulate the upcoming rocks that we break. You want to craft a spinner. And it's important to note, you could have 6 metal scrap here if you're really lucky. Do not craft the boots. If you craft the boots, you will not get the correct resources from the rocks. So don't craft the boots. You'll craft them before you leave this area, but just not right now. Anyways, we're going to go up here. We're going to get the meteor dust here. There's 3 meteor dust in town. Also, yeah, we now have the spinner. It's cool. If you attack in a direction, it will rapidly switch your momentum there. Otherwise, you have like a long turn. But yeah, also if you attack on the water, you can jump on the water. And we want to break this rock here, it will drop a wire. And we get the second meteor dust here. We're going to jump back down here. Oh, another thing about the shadow creature fight. You have to win that fight because it gets you the flame blade. It gets you this. And this is important for later. You don't want to normally equip it right now, but I am. Just to demonstrate. And this has a sprocket on it. So, yeah. Break boxes here. I don't have 6 scrap metal yet, so there's a ton of boxes in here as well. 1 scrap metal there. And a couple so I have 7 now, so I have enough. But you do need more for later as well. So breaking them whenever you can is important for this starting area. It's unfortunately a bit more RNG than the old route. Also, yeah, we're giving our meteor dust to Master Cecilia. She'll give us a Parry Master chip. Yeah, and now that we have enough scrap metal, we can go up here. Unfortunately, I have sticks in our inventory, so you have to go down there. Again, this part in particular is faster with, definitely faster with mouse. I like to, when crafting this, I go from left to right, because then you're right next to the confirm button. And now we have the high jump boots. Go around here. Carefully sneak between this elbow. Now we have to get this chest here. This has the spin charge ship. Okay. I'm gonna kill the enemies here. Normally you wouldn't do this, but I want to demonstrate how you're supposed to hit the switch up here. And that's more annoying if the enemies are here, so I'm going to fail to kill them. I have not fought this enemy type in a very long time, so please forgive me. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. This is epic. I've not fought this enemy type in forever. I apologize. Also, I have a skill issue. Time is not running out. Shut up. But yeah. Dying is bad. For obvious reasons. You don't act. I mean, dying is bad, but like it doesn't really matter. In the grand scheme of things. I'm gonna pick that metal scrap. I'm gonna have slightly more bolts anyways because I'm killing these enemies, but also you can just pick up your bolts again. But also, dying is slow. So oh my god, dude. Let's go! I get someone chatting, and it's a bot. Enter mod view. Hello, would you like to get banned? I was hoping someone had great questions for me. But unfortunately, they don't, and now they are gone. Goodbye. Alright. There we go. Okay. So yeah, you might notice like you can't like jump over to here. So there's a number of ways of doing this. There's a tech you can do. Actually, can you just go from over there? You can actually. Okay, interesting. The other method actually. Okay, so no, this still has the same effect. So the other method you could do. This is what I like to do. So you can't. You notice you can't normally jump on this chest. If you press parry and jump, you actually jump higher, and then you can also jump onto here like that. But yeah, so there's two methods. I didn't actually realize this was one. But yeah, you can jump onto here. If you if you've ever done like the old route, you would do the same thing to like get on top of high places before you could break them. Yeah, you can basically if you jump to a wall, you can wall jump away and then wall jump back, and it will get you a little bit extra height. You can't do that here. Normally, there's another method you could do. There's a way to climb walls where you like cancel a jump attack. I don't know how to do it. I don't like doing it. And it's not really fast. It's like, it could maybe be faster, but like, parry jumping onto here and then doing that is pretty quick. Then you can do it off the spinner, but I'm not. And you could, parrying cancels the spinner, so I guess you can do it like that. Unfortunately, I think just raw jumping off the, actually raw jumping off the spinner will also get you on top of here. So that's another option. Like you're spinning across here, you go here, and then you go bang. Or, yeah. I wonder if you can do it from the water? I'm very talented, don't worry. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, again, like you could just stop here, parry jump onto here, go up here, get this, and then you want to obviously open the chest. Has the spin charge chip. That's a spin attack faster. This guy could be a little bit annoying sometimes, but yeah. I like to break the boxes in here. Be careful, hug this bottom wall, because there is a fight in this room. I can demonstrate it actually. If you go too high up, this fight happens and is annoying. These enemies are also annoying, and they have a surprising amount of health. So, yeah. I mean, you can just parry them. I got an extra sprocket here. That's gonna fuck up my item routing, maybe? I don't know. That's annoying. Hopefully it won't. Yeah, also, you want to spinner jump through there. So, right out here. I don't know if it'll trigger now. Yeah, it will. Do you see this cutscene here? You could avoid this by doing spinner. You could avoid Iris dialogue like this by doing spinner attacks here. So yeah, you could just come through here, spinner jump, but hopefully don't get the dialogue. Could be a bit finicky. This dialogue, I don't think is skippable. Another shadow creature. You want to attack this one. Do not jump attack shadow creatures. Now you're gonna want to spin attack, and you're gonna want to kill one of these yellow guys, because they're guaranteed to drop an engine oil. And we want 4 engine oil in order to craft a stamina cog. So, yeah. Now we get Raquel's axe. You don't have to equip it right at the second. I like to spin attack this guy to keep my combo meter up, because we're going to go kill another shadow creature. Yeah, if you jump attack them, you won't have enough time. You can break this rock here. You need to break one of the next 2 rocks, but, I mean, just breaking this one. I think. I don't think you need to break both of them, but breaking... No, you do need to break both of them, because otherwise the iron ingot doesn't spawn. Or an iron ingot spawns later that you don't want. So, you need to break that rock, and there'll be another... coming right up. Break these boxes. You can now just long jump across here. You just run and jump over there. Axe attack, because you jump slightly higher with the high jump boots. The name. Break these boxes here, here, that, and we're going to talk to the traveling merchant. We're going to buy 2 metal coils. and you'll buy enough metal scrap that you have at least $300 remaining. You might notice I was able to buy 9. Normally you could buy around like 6 or 7. I have a lot more because again I was killing those extra enemies. So normally you wouldn't get this much. So just like for us here, like I'll buy 7. But you buy until you have like 300 money left. You can go dip down to like 280, 270, but you want basically later you're gonna want to do this chip upgrade. Technically you could do it right now, but it's slightly slower. But yeah. So now we're gonna craft the hook shot. There is a guide that shows you all. I have an extra metal coil. That's funny. You shouldn't have an extra metal coil here. I got. This is also not the correct recipe, by the way. I'm dumb. Wire here, coil here, sprocket here, and yeah, get a hook shot. You craft another one, and you should also craft an attack cog here. You might notice you have enough to craft a stamina cog here. Do not craft a stamina cog here. It will mess you up. You also have to craft another attack cog, but you want at least 3 to craft the shotgun in a little bit. And, like, maybe you could dip down to, like, 2, but, like, don't dip down to 0 and make it so you can't craft the shotgun, because there's not a convenient place to craft the shotgun later, so, yeah, just keep that in mind. Jump across here. Then when he gets in the way, you can just jump off the spinner and jump back on. Yeah. Jumping off the spinner onto walls is a bit finicky. You have to wait a bit longer to wall jump off, so just keep that in mind. Spin attack chip here. Now, important here is I mentioned earlier that if you have 2 rocks and you don't pick something up from them, it will won't update the next rock item. So normally, like, this will have a wire, and then you want to break both of these. They both had wires because I got the sprocket earlier. I'm gonna load. I have a save for this reason, and this will at least let me. Yeah, so I got a sprocket earlier that I wasn't supposed to get because I did. Yeah. I killed extra enemies I wasn't supposed to. So this file, I believe, this file is set up for like right when you enter here. Again, this will give a brief run through here. I 7 iron ingots, I 1 sprocket, and buy 2 electric coils, and this actually doesn't have to buy 2 extra metal scrap. That's nice. Then we're gonna craft the spinner. You see we have 6 metal scrap, but we're not gonna craft the high jump boots yet. Because again, it would cause the rocks to not drop the right items. And this is why, like, the specific route I'm doing here is very important. And you shouldn't run into this issue because you have no reason to be killing, like, random enemies, generally. It's just slow to do, so... I guess that's another reason that one extra encounter there be bad, because it screws up your item routing, but... yeah. What am I doing? This is truly the movement ever. And lots of boxes here to just get more metal scrap real quick. Box of Cecilia to get the chip. Want to skip training? Don't mash A here. I like to mash Y just so I don't mess up. You mash Y to skip dialogue. I don't think language matters because you just like insta skip it, but maybe it does. I haven't actually bothered testing. Anyways, here we go. Putting off the chip. You notice boxes can also drop pet berries. That doesn't actually decrease your chance of getting a metal scrap because the odds of getting a pet berry are calculated after they calculate the odds of getting a metal scrap. So, odds of getting a metal scrap is... Well, odds of getting a metal scrap is 3 in 16 if you have less than 35 metal scrap. And you will always have less than 35 metal scrap in this run unless you're doing something really weird. Like, you'd have to either, like, go out of your way to buy a bunch, which... Why would you do that? So we're over here. Switch. Here, grab this. You might want to refill stamina because you can jump off a little bit faster. I'm not sure. That one shadow ninja can sometimes spawn in your way, which is very annoying. Like the wall. Short and a little sharp. You get the metal scrap there, but I couldn't have waited for it because otherwise Iris would do the cutscene. Iris won't do the cutscene after you leave. At least I don't think. Or it's just I've never managed to catch her. Let's test right now, actually. Again, axe swing. An attack. Grab the axe. You also get the, again, kill one of the yellow guys in order to get the engine oil. Let's see what happens. Can you activate this cutscene if you go down far enough? Nope, she won't. That makes sense. Again, attack one of these briefly to keep your combo meter up, or you can just axe swing at this guy again, or you can equip Raquel's axe, but that takes an extra menu that you don't need to do, so... You can break the iron and kill the guy in the same spin attack. And the reason we kill that guy is for extra money, so if anyone can find a way to get extra, like 500 bolts, that would be rad. Because normally you would have the extra money from Spin Arc, but we do not kill Spin Arc. The whole reason for this route change. Someone found, hey, there's a crafting recipe for the high jump boots. So what if we just use that instead of going Spin Arc? Then, mostly me, but also with a bit of help from them, came up with this route. Again, buy 2 electric coil. Now I have... yeah, I can buy... Yeah, I have 282. So I was able to get 8 metal scrap, but that's not always going to be the case. Again, at 300 or just below 300 is sufficient. Craft. Yeah. Hookshot. That's not where this rocket goes. This rocket goes there. Second hookshot. And we craft that cog. Again, don't craft the stamina cog. It will mess up your item route. Should activate the terminal. I'm not sure if that auto-activates it at any point, but... I'm not getting any of these criminals. Okay. So now, what I was demonstrating before, you want to break this. Want to break this one, get the thing, and then break both those before picking up either of them, and then you get 2 sprockets, which will allow us to craft the shotgun. There's no other way for us to get sprockets unless we were to go shopping again. So, or you can get them a little later in case you miss them. Anyways, we need to equip the hookshot here. If you press select, it will toggle between your loadouts. In the overworld, you can toggle between them with D-pad, but you can't do that unless you have a loadout set. So, you can break these if you want. But I have 3 currently. I would like to have more in order to get the attack cog. Grab one from there, unfortunately. You're gonna get this cutscene here. I'm very competent. Also, I actually did get one. Alright, that's nice. Here. Good luck. We can craft a... Now we can craft a stamina cog. And we can craft a shotgun. Don't have enough... Sometimes you have enough scrap metal to craft another attack cog. I didn't this time. That's fine. Anyways, this is what we need the money for. Another chip slot. Spin attack chip. And we're good to go fight our first boss. It'll be Asana. It's not going to be Nova. We could technically fight Nova there. I don't know. I don't think it's faster, and here's why. Nova is faster. By the time you fight Nova later in the run, you have more chip slots. The only reason this would be faster is, like, you don't have to teleport back to here later. So you don't have to, like, scroll the map from here all the way over to here. Instead, you just go here, and then you get this one, and then you go over town, teleport back here. Again, my issue is we only have, like, we could equip Parry Master Chip as well, and we're technically going to do the same amount of damage. Or we're going to do slightly less because we don't have the Strength Chip. I don't know how the cycle works out. I could test that later. Right now, I'm going to show this path. I think that could save a bit of time, potentially. The cycle on Nova can be a bit tight, so I don't know quite to what degree better, but there's not much reason you couldn't. I'll have to try it out. Me outdating my guide. But I mean, to be fair, this isn't really gonna outdate my guide, because if I find it to be faster, I'll probably like leave a comment, like check comments. If I find this to be faster, then you just do this route as normal. Like each of these same sections will be individually the same, but just the order you do them will be a bit different. So yeah. Also, fun fact, there used to be a cutscene here. Going to the factory early makes it so that cutscene doesn't happen, so that's a tiny time save from this route. You wouldn't have spin charge ship, which might be problematic because you do telehooks in factory, or there's like one telehook in factory that you do, and spin charge ship makes telehooks a lot easier. But you could theoretically do it without it, especially because that's a pretty long range telehook. I don't know. These rocks get you sprockets, so if you need a backup, you can get them. Also, it's a bit finicky bouncing into the rocks and getting under here, so just be careful. Break these vines here. You can transition out because we don't count loads. It's a bit faster to do that because it'll just instantly despawn the vines instead of waiting for them. Use the flame sword to light these. I like to do a run attack, and then I hook shot to this one while the stamina recharges in order to get there a bit faster. Instead of having to immediately, because instead of double tapping your run button to regain stamina, you can just hook shot to them, and that's a bit faster. On to our first boss. This boss is fairly simple. You want to start by obviously revealing it from the cocoon. You want to equip shotgun, Raquel's axe. I did that in a bad order for menuing, by the way. You'd want to equip Raquel's axe. You'd want to equip attack cog, equip Raquel's axe, and then equip shotgun. I did it in reverse order because I blundered. Charge a spin attack here. Spin attack during this cutscene. If you attack during cutscenes, it also won't. You'll get the attack cog damage bonus, but it won't consume your attack cog. That's nice. Parry. Spin attack. You want to charge another spin attack, and then release it as a split. Ideally, they group up like this. You get that one. Attack and shotgun, and that's Asana. I don't think I really need to go over that much more. That one's pretty chill. This next boss, he's very annoying. I'm just gonna kind of show what I do generally. It's a pretty slow strat. There's a faster strat you can see Monster do, and I'll probably try and splice that in with the Also, this is the first memory hex. These are always the same. There's an image that shows them. Really, you just have to sit down and practice them. I'm pretty bad at them. This one's pretty easy. You just go straight forward, up left, and then up right. But later ones, a bit tricky. Yeah, that's the first boss. Teleports you out here. You want to do keep exploring. You want to head over to here. You want to upgrade chip slots twice. And then you want to unequip strength chip, and equip parry master and spin charge chip. Yeah, unequip strength, parry, spin charge. And then you still have the spin attack on. Head up this transition. Have to hookshot this one. Iris will have dialogue here. And then you want to head up one of the spinner. You might notice I didn't unequip my attack cog. Try to avoid accidentally hitting enemies. Up next, this is the risk chip. If you are doing the final boss hit list, it's fast to use risk chip. You might notice I'm attacking here. It's because I'm stupid. And you don't necessarily do that. I just want to get rid of that because it makes doing this extra here. What you can do is you can get it normally. You can push this. That's one strat. There's another strat where you get onto this rock off of a parry jump. Off a spinner or something. I don't exactly know how it works. Like maybe like, I don't know, get onto it like that. I don't exactly know how it works. The strat I've learned, there's also the climb attack. This is the strat I've learned. So like, there's a guide on like, you can like do this and then you can like do that and like jump off of it. I don't know how to do that. The strat I learned recently is you can do a spin attack. You can climb, like late jump off of it and then spin attack back. Might take me a few tries. I just learned this the other day. Timing's a little tight, but it's a pretty nice method. There's another method where you get on top of that rock in the bottom right there, and you can like hook shot up to it that way. I don't exactly know how you get onto those rocks. It's like a weird spinner parry jump. Yeah, the timing on this is a little tight. You want to like, you have to like wait a little bit after your Alma does her like little jump up. A little early on my part. This is gonna be pretty consistent if you practice it. I just learned this like a day or two ago, so Forgive me for... Because I used to just push the block, and it's just like, pushing the block loses like 8-ish seconds? I don't know. Or it's 8 seconds to push the block. So any strat, like... Yeah. Obviously, it's faster to save this initially, but it saves a good bit of time in the final boss. You can actually effectively one-cycle it using this. I'm not quite good at enough with my final boss quite yet to get the proper one-cycle, but it's still faster, obviously. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we get up there. Yeah, again, use like spin attack, charge spin attack. Wait, charge spin attack. Wait, like a little bit longer than you'd expect before while jumping away. And then you want to release and hold right after you release. I am, again, a little inconsistent at this. It can be pretty consistent. I was able to get it like 5+ times in a row when I was actually practicing it. Let's... one, tutorializing curse. You gotta mess up everything while you're doing the tutorial for it. And two, not quite as practiced with it as I should be yet. Ow! There we go. Yeah. Definitely want to sit down and practice that if you're gonna do it. And again, there's other methods that may or may not be easier. I don't really know. I can't pass judgment on them. Ow. I'm very talented. Wall jump here. Regain stamina because you don't have enough stamina to just jump on spinner. Hit the switch here. You might... so this is once again a case of memorization saving the day. This code is the same every time. It's 1, 3, 2, 4, 6, or 5, 6, 4. 1, 3, 2, 5, 6, 4. I just keep those in my... I just keep that in my splits, which is very helpful. Also, okay, anyways, this next boss sucks. I'm gonna hopefully show off the strat I normally do, but they can be... Well, actually, I'm gonna show off, hopefully, the fast strat. If not, I'll just default to the strat I normally do. You can start off, you want to equip the... Have your axe out. You can jump off and jump attack off the spinner. Get the cutscene. Attack. Spin attack. Shotgun. Spin attack. She went off to the side. Ideally, she doesn't do that. You actually don't want to attack her a bunch because you don't want to waste your attack cogs, so you can just shotgun her while you wait. She'll do this. This shark guy comes over. That's fine. You can just parry him. And spin attack for the win. So that's like a simple strat. You could probably kill the shark guy in the center. This is just consistent for me. Though I've died to the shark guy, so like, probably, maybe don't. Break these boxes while you can. Maybe you get extra metal scrap from it. This one starts with a down right, I believe, and then you go up, right, and then down right, up right, up right, up, right, down right, up right, and then yeah, you're up here. Again, I would look at the images and just sit down and like practice them until you get it kind of mostly in memory. There it is. Now we'll go to the museum. We want to keep exploring. Again, D-pad can switch loadouts quickly. I don't know what the button for that on a keyboard is. Careful, if you go too far close to that chest, it will start a battle. So don't do that. Museum, there is a cycle here. Ooh, 2 metal scrap. Do you want to go here, here, bounce here, and then hold hard down, and you'll get on there. Okay, up next is our first telehook. Woo! So the way telehooks work, you hook shot and hold grapple at the same time. You'll notice we're like this. And if I were to hook to something and release it, I will teleport somewhere. Sometimes it won't. You have to be in the middle of the hook shot before you release, which is why this one's not working. Okay. This isn't where you do the telehook, by the way. I'm just demonstrating. Okay. Demonstrating in a place where I don't know how the telehook will work. Like that, like you'll kind of jerk around. I'll show the actual one. So basically, if you're doing this, you might see I aim with my right stick. You need to let go of your right stick, otherwise, like when you release the spin attack, otherwise it won't work. And the direction you go is generally relative to where your left stick is pointed. So this one, I'm going to hookshot to here, hookshot back to this corner, and while I'm hookshotting back to this corner, I'm going to release spin attack, and I'm going to hold upright. The alternative to this one is you can just go through the room, and it's not that much slower, but this one saves a little bit of time. This one, I didn't hookshot to the corner, so it didn't work. This is going to definitely be a tutorial curse where I can't get the strats to save my life. I love that. I'm not... This is failing because I'm not hookshotting the corner. Normally I don't have... I guess I could line up with the corner. Not the corner. Okay, that one actually did work. And now you're up here. You want to go to the left and then hold down. I went too far. This next one, we're going to hookshot to this wall, go left, and then release while holding upright. And that's the important one. That skips having to go all the way up and then fall into here normally. So yeah, now we're right onto the boss. This boss, the strat's going to be, I'm going to open them up. I'm going to attack them once, jump attack them. I'm going to be out of stamina, so I'm going to walk away and shotgun. I'm going to jump attack them again, and then I'm going to parry them and spin attack. I think ideally you get another shotgun set into there, and it will actually kill them. So jump into here. Skip cutscene. Attack. Jump attack. Shotgun. Reload. Attack. Fail my parries. Shotgun. They still have a little health left, so attack. And they're dead. Yeah, if they have any extra health left, you can usually down them with one extra swing. I think maybe I should just walk up forward and do... You can also fit in another attack during their parry. There's a number of different things you can do to make it so that they don't go there, but that's the general strategy. Fit in extra shotgun shots, figured, whatever. And yeah. This one you start by going down, you go up around here. You kind of just keep going up, and then down, like up, down. This one is where you go like up, down, all around. Right, this one, then you go up, then you go down, and then up. Okay. I always forget that last down left there. After this cutscene that you skip, because apparently you can't be gay in the speedrun, don't have time. This one you're gonna want to go return to the Gear Village. Yeah. We're in Gear Village, and we are going to upgrade chip slots again, and we're going to equip the Strength chip. Now we're going to teleport back to the factory from earlier. Now we're going to want to, since we now have enough scrap metal to craft another attack cog, we're going to do that. If you crafted 2 at the start, you don't need to do this. Important thing to know about this dungeon: there are switches on the floor. Avoid pressing them unless like you need to. Like this one, I carefully go around because Alma has, or sorry, Iris. You can do a. By the way, you can just like wall jump off here. Do this. It's a bit. You have to be a bit later on this one than the other ones, but yeah, just wall. She jumps up. After she jumps up, you wall jump away, and you just jump attack. Yeah. Yeah, Iris has dialogue except on the switches. It's one that dialogue loses time, but it can actually be also used in a strat in the boss fight. So that's pretty useful. You're just gonna want to activate the fire here. Head down here. We're gonna hook through the fire here instead of going around. This one, you grapple to here, grapple down right, and you want to release with the left stick holding down. So here, here, down. Okay. Here, here. Wasn't holding quite down right. There are like more consistent ways you can do these setups. I just kind of wing it most of the time because it's not too big a deal. Okay, there's an upcoming telehook here. This one I'm actually legitimately bad at and don't do my runs. It saves, depending on how you do it. So, right, there used to be a keyboard setup, like the world record, like Symphonian would play on controller and would switch to keyboard for this. I think that's cringe, but also it is way more consistent if you do that. I think the general idea is you want to go here, you want to hook to the right here, and you want to release holding up left. The ideal goal is you see that like next to that fence is that little out of bounds area. You can get in there, the out of bounds area, do a spin attack, and since you're only in like normal out of bounds and not the further out of bounds, like you're in a wall, so the game will put you to your last position as opposed to like if you're in like further out of bounds, it's not a wall. the game will instead have you be out of bounds. But since you're there, you'll do a spin attack, hit the switch, and then be back here. The alternative is you also are in bounds and hit the switch. That does also saves a little bit of time going around. But yeah, let's see if I can get this. I'm pretty inconsistent at this one. Okay, so that one got me in bounds. Not the most ideal outcome, but you get to the switch a bit faster. Again, like there's like better setups and like better things you can watch and like better explanations of it. I'll link them down below, hopefully. You're going to go over here now. Ideally, this little ninja guy would be in position for me to, yeah, hookshot that down. You don't want to hookshot down this guy because he will burn you and cause you to fall in lava. Anyways, now we're going to do a weird shot. Basically, if you have this crate here, tap down a little bit, then you can just shoot through the wall. It's not particularly precise. And yeah, I'll just like let you shoot through the wall if the crate's by the wall. So yeah, again, avoid hitting the switch. But yeah, the setup for that, not particularly precise. There's a detailed guide going on how to do it, but like, I just go up to the top corner, tap down, drop the crate, and usually it works. Sometimes it's a bit finicky, but again, be careful skipping dialogue on this. If you skip dialogue, sometimes there's 2 text boxes here. If you skip dialogue, sometimes you'll mash Y. You'll get out of the mech, and you'll get caught in a loop where you can't get into the mech because it's like doing dialogue. I wasn't able to demonstrate it there, but yeah, like sometimes you get caught in dialogue there, so just be careful about it. If you press the sprint button, the mech will go forward. Also, yeah, you may notice we have the gun now. We can entirely skip getting the arm, so we can just go straight to the boss. There is a skip here that involves getting a double cutscene. Basically, you're going to want to step your mech forward, and the range where the mech can activate the switch is pretty big. I'm going to... just for safety. I was only down 1 health, and I actually didn't break any thresholds, but yeah. So I'm going to step on the switch. You see this brown here? You're going to want to be stepping around that, but like 1 step over it. Also going to equip my cogs here. And then you're going to want to get out. I was a little late on it, I think. Yeah, I was a little late. Unfortunate. If you do it correctly, in fact, I will save and quit to demonstrate what doing it correctly looks like. Doing it correctly might run, I don't know. Oh, I'll unequip my cogs. You don't ever want to unequip your cogs and run normally just because it loses time. Shut up. Sure, I'm over here. That's fine. I'm not sure if this will work, because I think when the boss spawns, it won't do its intro cutscene again. We'll have to, like, download the boss battle, or boss practice save file to show this to you properly, maybe. But we'll see if I can. Also, after you get the double cutscene, you want to mash Y, because otherwise you could get caught with a really long cutscene. So again, step on the switch, walk forward, and yeah, now we get the double cutscene, which will allow us to attack it while it's dropping down. She's slightly suboptimal there. You can jump out of the mech, double tap to refill stamina. Okay, make sure to switch to your axe. Now for the actual boss, you're gonna axe swing, shotgun 3 times, parry. Ideally axe swing again between the parry, but honestly, I don't think you need to. Actually, I usually don't get the what cycle, so what am I talking about? So yeah, jump attack. I'll just demonstrate. Actually, we have full combo meter. Yeah, and then you can just do an extra axe swing to finish them off. So you fit an extra axe swing between the parries, or reload shotgun, or like whatever. Yeah. Something I should start doing, honestly. Go up, right. This only goes down once. I say as I go down, try to go down twice because I am foolish. Ooh, I get to see nighttime. I don't normally get to see nighttime. Normally I'm already done with the game IGT-wise. Get the orb here. Throw on the switch. You want to wait a second, and then it will process it. You don't want to do that too early, because otherwise the switch will take a really long time to process that you put it in there. I don't think I have enough metal scrap, so I'm gonna break these crates real quick. They want extra metal scrap for the final boss. And you can mash A to get up here faster. Yes, we want to carry out Tom. We're gonna start out this boss fight with a jump attack into spin attack on the weak point there. Ooh, this boss looks cool at night. Rad. Jump attack. Spin attack. Then we're gonna jump attack, or we're gonna attack and then shotgun this guy. Jump attack, spin attack. Take a jump attack and then a shotgun. Jump attack, spin attack. Jump attack, spin attack. Try to avoid getting hit by missiles because they'll screw you over. But other than that, like, that's a pretty clean way to do the one cycle. I kept trying to do things where you go onto the top eagle, but honestly, you don't need to. I think we're gonna like use a hook shot again onto there, but like I found that finicky, and again, I kept trying to do these weird things, and then I realized, oh, if you just stand on it, you can do the one cycle. It's not too bad, unless you get trolled by rockets. And yeah, that's the last meteor shard. This one goes up left for 4, and then down left, and then up left for 4. And then down left, and then up left twice. Up right, up left. You don't go up right twice, you just go... I think you just go up twice and then up left. And then up. I made a little bit better there, but yeah. Go through this dialogue, per usual. Got another telehook coming up. This one doesn't save too much time. You can just opt to go up here, hit the switch up there. But if you don't want to do that, you want to hook to the sign. I missed the sign. And then you want to hook to this corner here. Hook to the sign. And hold right. And that will get you there. Make sure to hug the left wall so you don't overshoot. And you're here. This cutscene you can move during, so make sure to double tap A on spinner as soon as you skip it. Upgrade chips once. Equip the wrist chip. And then we teleport all the way back to town. Or you ask, no, you cannot save and quit out of there. Okay, time for cutscene. You can spin attack into here, and then you can release it, and I think it inches you ever so slightly forward. Might not. I don't know. Oh, we have plenty. So yeah, you can craft like 1 or 2 attack hogs here. Technically, you only need 1, but grabbing the extra one doesn't hurt. And then you make sure to craft the meteor axe and not the meteor blade. What does this cutscene look like? I've never actually seen this cutscene for the axe. So we're watching it here. You can entirely skip this cutscene, by the way. I've never seen this cutscene for the axe, so I just want to see what it looks like. I want to see what the regular meteor axe looks like. So forgive me for this. Oh, that's pretty rad. That's cool. I like it. Oh no, it's getting corrupted. You may know what we got with the wrist chip, and how the wrist chip works is if you're on critical health, you do 25% more damage. Unfortunately, there isn't another chip that we can get that is reasonably quick to get that gives you a 25% damage boost, or even close to that. So that means you have to fight the final boss without taking damage. There's not really a way around that. You just got to do it. We're fighting the final boss, though. We are going to M. When you enter in here, Iris has a cutscene. You can skip this cutscene by skipping. It won't actually skip the cutscene, but it will make the cutscene happen during the boss fight, and time will continue to move during the boss fight. Second thing to know about M, make sure to equip the corrupted axe. Hi Jimbo Doohickey. I am explaining the speedrun. So yeah, you want to skip along the ground. I completely failed to do that. Okay, that's fine. You just want to like do this. Another thing to know about M, well, 1, skip. 2, in this route, traveling merchant is at the bottom. In the old 90% route, M was at the bottom. So don't make a mistake like me and accidentally kill the traveling merchant. Second thing, mash skip cutscene after selecting M because it will mean you won't have to do it twice. Because otherwise you have to like say, "Are you sure?" and then do it twice, and she'll like be like, "No, that's dumb." Anyways, parry here, and spin attack, and she's dead. Yep, grab the key card. Head down here. Hit the switch. Grab a hook here. Oh my god. And we're in tower mode. Yeah, you just jump attack that. If you have the attack cog, it will one-shot it. If you don't have the attack cog, it won't, but... Anyways, we're in tower now. Tower does have some pretty tough fights, but we can just skip them by being rad. Also, grab this stamina cog. Make sure to do that, because otherwise you won't have one. Anyways, telehook here. You want a hook shot right here. Hold left. You'll go by the ladder. Go down the ladder. Again here. Hook shot here. Hook shot to the left. Hold right. Here. Next up, if you're doing wrist chip shots, you're going to want to get hit by the shadow creature. If you're not doing wrist chip shots, then you don't care. Oh, I actually I missed. I'm just too much of a gamer. That puts us down into critical health. You're wondering why wrist chip isn't used in the rest of the run? Because you notice most of the bosses you can pretty much just one cycle. If you're enemy, you could do it better if you were better than I am. You could just one-shot them, or one-cycle them. So you're not going to be killing them any faster with a ship. Plus, there's not any convenient places for you to take damage. This next tell can be a bit finicky. You're going on a hook up to here, then hook down left and hold up right. Okay. There's another one where you just hook upright and then hold up. But that always triggers the fight, so it could be a bit riskier. But it is a bit faster, I believe. And... cool. On to the final boss fight. You needed to craft more attack cogs. You can also do it here, but you should have done it when you were getting the meteor axe. And yeah, we're into the final boss. Equip your cogs. So for the first boss rush part, you're gonna want to step backwards, then jump attack. This will force Luna to jump. So yeah, step backwards, jump attack, swing, swing again, shotgun, run around, parry, parry again, spin attack, and you one-shot her. You can reload shotgun here. The important thing is you get to this corner, charge spin attack. Nova will always spawn here. You should be able to just kill Nova with this spin attack and then the parry punish. But you could also shotgun them for a bit more assurance. And that's the first part of the fight down. Second part of the fight. Okay. Something I haven't mentioned until now. While you're doing a spin attack, you are immune to damage. And... so basically the way the boss works is they'll do a bunch of cycles and then they'll start go into the center and they'll start spinning and shooting orbs. If you don't have stamina cog, you're not gonna be able to jump over them and maintain the stamina. Basically, we want to jump attack, spin attack, regain stamina, jump attack, spin attack, regain stamina, and keep doing that until they end that phase. And you want to fit in as many spin attacks as you can. But obviously, gotta be careful not to take damage. You can start the fight, by the way, with jumping in, getting a spin charged. Again, see, spin attack lets you not take damage. Jump attack. Spin attack. Jump attack. Spin attack. Jump attack. You don't have enough time for a spin attack on that one. They're gonna do this. Don't go for a spin attack. I mean, you can go for a spin attack on this. It's just risky as hell. I like to run forward. Do attack. Oh, I didn't get another attack in. That's fine. I don't think this is gonna be a one cycle. Get a little more. Okay. I usually like to heal if I haven't killed the boss by this point. It means you'll kill them like very slightly slower, but ideally you kill them before this point anyways. And also you don't miss. Ow. There we go. Yeah, I took damage there, so I would have died. But I mean, I don't know. Your preference. I mean, really, you don't need to heal there. I'm just a little bitch, so that's what I end up doing. Yeah, that beats the boss. And yeah. Dialogue here, you can't skip through this. I think I covered most of the stuff pretty well. I also have a written guide. The written guide hasn't updated to the new any percent route. I'll probably include the older 90% route as well, just in case you want to do it. But I don't really think that one's any particularly easier. It's like slightly less RNG. You just want to run down, skip cutscene, and you've beaten the game. Time happens after you skip that cutscene. Yeah. I don't really think there's much less to cover. I could try and see if I can execute a good Maria fight. I would just like look at world record, look at Maria. Even if you have good strats, can sometimes mess you over. So it's kind of really like probably one of the harder fights in the game. The rest of the stuff I think I showed off pretty effectively, but